Hi, Deadlocks here again, and today we're doing a overview of the Russian BRS3 handcuffs, which are them, if you hadn't guessed.
I had guessed, but I had guessed incorrectly.
Oh.
Terrible.
Yes. I don't think dunce is politically correct anymore, is it?
Wow. I think it's
Are we allowed to say that still?
I'm calling myself it. I can call myself whatever the hell I want.
Anyway, yeah, these are the Russian BRS3 handcuffs. They look quite primitive. They're turned up, smelling like gear oil. Because the Russians use whatever is to hand, I guess.
Oh yeah, they came from
They did.
all the way from Russia.
I like these cuffs just because they're interesting, the weird, the almost feel handmade in parts. If you pick both sides of them, one side is noticeably different to the other. You can see there the keyway in the right hand side is bigger than the left, and the tolerances on them, which I say if you get a peerless set of handcuffs, some of those peerless handcuffs you can barely get a shim in, but these have a chasm. You can fit anything in there. I can literally shim out of these with a Parker pick, but again, one side is easier to shim than the other. One side has a bigger chasm than the other because Russia.
Because why on earth not?
And as well, I can't remember which way around it is, but
Left.
so if I turn the key the right way.
Left. Hi, blowers. I love your concentration confused face.
Why?
Because it's just hilarious. That's like,
It's
I don't know
this.
how to explain it, it's just funny.
I don't know why I'm doing it with a
But
pause.
not
It shows
with
more
one
with the
pause,
double
I'm
lock.
just trying to sell them.
You what?
He's saying he wants them for his personal collection, but he says he'll return them to us. But I'm just going to sell them anyway. Oh, look!
You're right, it is the left side.
See, I'm correct.
The left side feels a lot rougher and harder to unlock
Do you know why?
than the right.
His lefties are harder.
Well, actually, technically, if I'm wearing them, they'll be the right side.
No,
But
because lefties are tougher.
I say,
Because us lefties, we use both sides of our brains.
I think it's because there's
I don't care what you think.
because there's rough components inside this, no, more rough components inside this side than there is this. There's rough, like feels rough in there too, but
Yeah, it's rough. Only when you've been having a few too many drinks.
that's the next day. Not after a few too many drinks.
Oh.
It's the day after a few too many drinks.
I
What?
never feel rough after drinking. You know why?
Because you're lucky.
Yep. It's a superpower that I have. Never had a hangover in my 32 years. People are concerned about how, like, for the first period of my 32 years. I'd be questioning my parents of what's going on in my life.
I had a glass of wine when I was about 1. It was an accident though. So my mum put a glass of wine on the floor and
Never trust children.
and my brother told us to drink mummy's juice. And I did. Apparently I was giggling and walking into doors. Anyway, we have a single lock and pole in these. And
Just one, Paul. Is he lonely?
No.
Have you asked him?
yes,
Are you sure?
yes. There's a very, very weird mechanism that I would love to be able to have a look in the set of these to see how it works. Because you turn once to knock the double lock off, and then again for the locking paw in the same direction. But when you turn the locking paw, you can also see the double locking bar moving. So they're obviously all connected somehow, but I have no idea how it works.
What's a new island and I don't know what's happening.
Well done.
Mayday Island. Oh god, it doesn't sound good. A giant maze.
That's a. Yeah. BRS3. Handcuffs. Russian. Primitive. The work though. And they're kinda cool. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes. Completely.
This is Deadlocks engrossed in the game. We better end it there. That's all from us.
I'm reading the thing because it's a new thing that they've just brought out for me, and it's a maze.
Oh.
And I'm a bit like, oh.
That's all from us. See you next time.
Bye.
Open. Open. It's not open. It's not voice activated. Open it. It says, open it. No.